would say, and I kind of mentioned this before, you don't want to be too boastful. Try to pump yourself up that you've got all these tremendous accomplishments. I mean, you are who you are. Be real with it. I think a long list of accomplishments probably goes overboard with everything you've been involved in. And I've seen individuals that try to, once again, fill up the page, so they have a long list of activities and accomplishments. And I think, from my personal perspective, that goes a little bit overboard.
I think the biggest mistake I see overall is just a complete lack of targeting a resume for a specific position. It's hard to, you can't really pin that down to one kind of formatting thing, but if your content doesn't show us how you're the best person for that job, you're not going to be the best person for any job. I mean, there's some candidates that are doing a lot of research and targeting up front, and you can be better than them if you do that too and show why you're a really good fit for the position. So that's a really common mistake I see at the intern level especially, and a really easy one to kind of fix and use to stand apart.
I would also say a big mistake I see is when a person puts an objective and it's to a different company. Again, we're trying to tell you to make sure you have specific resumes for each company, but believe it or not, it does happen. I'll receive an email and it will say, very excited to work with Walmart or, another organization, and unfortunately it goes in the no pile. It's one of those things that obviously you're not looking specifically to work with my company, or your resume doesn't reflect that. Same thing with going to a job fair. Make sure you have resumes, if you have them specific to that company, make sure you're dropping them off at the right booth.
Is there ever a time when a 2-page resume is acceptable?
I would say it's probably unlikely that you're going to find a college student with a 2-page resume, because you just haven't had that much life experience, unless you're filling up the page. I see lots of 2-page resumes, and I'm dealing primarily with people with 5+ years experience. But once again, I would keep it brief, keep it succinct, and on mark with what you're looking for. So if you do have that level of accomplishments or experience, I don't think there's a problem with a 2-page resume. It's all valid stuff.